What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I'm still working on the Corvette and I'm gonna show you guys. I got it ready. So we're gonna be replacing a camshaft sensor, which is this one. Sits in the front of the engine. This is a crank sensor that sits on the other side, on the passenger side of the engine of the LS7. So let me show you. The camshaft sensor is right down there. You can see the little wiring harness. So that's it right there. So there is not a lot of room to work with, but I'm gonna have to find out how to get in there. Probably remove this intake and try to get in there. It shouldn't be that easy, but maybe an hour will work. And let me show you the other side. And the crank sensor on the LS7s should be down there somewhere. I haven't seen it, or I think I see it. It's right down there, so it should be somewhere in that area. Camera won't zoom in, but I mean, folks. And also, we're gonna replace the starter. So this is the one I have right here. This is the one AC Delco that I got. That's the part number. So we're gonna be replacing that guy as well. So that's gonna be for today's video, but I'm gonna see if I can record as much as I can and as many steps as I can to keep you guys, you know, following all the steps to make sure when you're doing your DIY sensors changing, so maybe you can follow along. If not, I think I'm gonna have to break a lot of knuckles just to get this guy out. And the next one over there, we'll find out how that one goes. All right guys, so we're gonna get down here and we're gonna remove the wires from pulling that boy off. So I already got one bolt out of the starter off, and I'm gonna take the wires off right now, disconnect from top, drop it down, take the other one off, put a new one on, replace the sensor while the starter actually is out, replace that, and then I'm gonna be going to the there you go, much better picture. Move those wires. You have to come really from the top. If I didn't have the headers on the way, or if you have the stock headers, I mean, that's going to be really pain in the butt to get into them. But I think I should have it easy through here, because I have a lot of room. I can squeeze a wrench or something, or a socket. As you can see, I scratched all my headers when I had the motor out coming, and I had to squeeze these guys in, and it was a really tight fit. So yeah, mistakes are made, but I'm not gonna go record them again. So that's the nuts I have to remove over there right now. So just make sure when you guys are messing around with electricity in a car, always disconnect the battery. Always keep that in mind. Alright guys, so we have connection off and we have the power wire off. It's right there. Just make sure when you guys are doing this, don't break this off. This is really fragile and hot from your exhaust manifold. See, mine is a little even crispy. It's burning off a little bit, got a little melted, but it's all good. It's still working. So let me go ahead and drop the starter so we can get to the crankshaft sensor. We're back here, what I got. All right, so this is the new one that I'm going to be putting in, which is manufactured in Flint, Michigan, right down the street from me. This is the old one. This was remanufactured, so this is a reman. So I don't know how good this one is, but sometimes my car would crank good, sometimes it would crank weak. So this is the reason I'm putting this one in, and this is the reason, because I went on a couple forums and they're saying these guys could go bad too. So I might as well replace these while I'm doing this.
So let's go ahead and start moving underneath the car. All right, guys, let me walk you down underneath the car, show you what I'm working on. So, as I come to find out, this is the crank sensor. Not this one over here that I was showing you guys earlier. That's not it. It's this guy in the back by the connection of transmission. So let me find out what size this is. It's looks like a 10 millimeter. Alright guys, so we have it replaced. We put a new sensor up there, as you can see right there. That's the new one. That's the old one we replaced. Came gray, not black, but I guess it works. So that was easy. As long as you have your starter out, that's really easy to replace. Let's go find out which one do we have up there, so we can find out if that's the correct sensor that I have for a camshaft. So let's see if I can locate that one. If not, then we'll just put a starter back on and try it again. All right, so this is the one that we're gonna have right south of the water pump, and we're gonna have a hell of a time getting that one in. This one was easy. I mean, it took literally 30 seconds to pull it out and put a new one in, swap it. As long as you have this guy out, because it's sitting right behind it, like right in this area. So there's no way you can get to it unless you pull your starter on. So if you think you have a bad starter, pull it out, change it, swap this guy and swap this guy at the same time. So anyways, I got this up. I'm about to put the starter back on, hook everything back down on the bottom, and try to work my way through here to get that camshaft position sensor. Man, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. Wish me luck, boys. We got it working. Hopefully it's gonna be good. All right guys, so it's the next morning here at my house, and I finally got the zo6 down last night. You guys can see it right here. I even got it running. So it was kind of a hectic day last night, but we got it back on the ground. It's all good to go. The car starts really nice. It cranks a lot smoother now. It's not the hesitation like when you hit the button to start the car. It doesn't have any hesitation. But this one did have a hesitation, like when you hit the button it would turn a quarter turn and stop, and then start turning it again, and then the car would start. So the new one that I installed, it just cranks, and then it starts the car, which is really good for the engine and everything else because it lubricates before it actually fires up. So yep, the starter is good. We got the crank sensor installed. The one we didn't get installed last night is the camshaft sensor. There's no way I can get to it the way it is. I would have to remove a few things before I get there. And I didn't feel like removing, and it was late, and it was taking a long time for me to actually get to it. I got the nut out, I just couldn't pull it out, put a new one in. So I was having a hard time with that. But I want to thank you guys for watching the videos. Subscribe to my channel, like, share, and we're gonna have more content coming up really soon. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.